Hi, this is Chris. Today I wanted to show you my December daily. I started this last year, so it's for 2022 and then 2023. And so I just made little notes each day, little cards here in pockets. I had fun decorating it, finding clippings. It was our big snow that we had. Pictures sent to me by my relations. All kinds of fun things that happened through the year. And so now I have for 2023, and now I get to decorate this. I'll put a link in the description below to the video that I posted when I made this December daily, so you can see how that this one was made. So I have my December daily for this year, but then I saw on Mixed Media Minnesota that she had a November kit that would make a really cute December daily. So I thought that I'll keep this for this year, and then I'll make another one which will be for next year and probably the year after. So let's open that box. So this is the kit. I think I could probably make a couple of December dailies out of this. The last few years, my December dailies that I have made have lasted me 2 years each. So here are some really cute little embellishments, some chipboard embellishments, and some little metal buttons or tabs. I don't know if they're brads or just stick-ons. Very cute. Here's some washi tape, Merry and Bright, some little music with Santa, some plaid, some greenery. I don't have anything like that. Here's a stencil of holly. That's pretty for a background. And here is Simple Stories. Simple Vintage Dear Santa, 24 papers, 6x8 paper. Here's a thank you for your purchase from Sharon. So let's see what's in this little tablet. They're two-sided. Some cards, some cut-aparts. Very cute. Sharon's very good at curating kits. This is the second kit. I bought a fall kit from her a while back. So then we have these little die cuts. There's 49 cardstock die cuts and ephemera pieces. I don't want to get them all out now, or I might lose some of them. And here we have cardboard frames. And then the paper pack. This is also by Simple Stories. 12 by 12, 12 sheets, double-sided. Here are the cut-aparts. lots of journaling space on these little cards and tags. It has stickers on it. I have decided to use this one as my cover, largely because this is in the lower right hand side and it will fold to make a book like this. So I'm going to cut this. And I'm going to cut it at 9 inches tall. And then I'm going to score it with a 1/4 inch spine. So halfway would be 6, so 1/8 inch shy of 6, and I can use this as a scoreboard. And 1/8 inch shy of 6. And then I can fold it. And I can choose something for my inside pockets. I don't care too much for this blackness here, so I think I might just cover that. I'm going to cut this to 9 inches, and I think I'll do just slightly smaller. I think I'll do a 1/4 inch smaller, so 8 3/4. And then I'm going to do 6 minus a 1/4, so 5 3/4. And 5 3/4. This will make a nice sturdy cover. So I'm going to put this on here. It'll be just a little bit of a dark border on it. But what do I like? Do I like the green or do I like the red? How about the green on one side and the red on the other side? And then this piece I'm going to cut, I think at 3 inches. I think I'll cut it right along this little blue line that's right here. So that'll be a little over 3 inches. Make sure it's right side up. And I will glue it down with some art glitter glue. I like to put a little bit of paper in my pocket when I glue it down, just to make sure there's room to stuff it with things when the time comes. So there's the beginning of our cover. Okay, it's the next day. And we ended with my cover in my pockets. And I went through my stash and I found some papers in my current December daily, the one that I used last year and that I will be using this year. I have 9 pages in each signature for each year, 9 pages for each year. So that allows me a little cover page and then a little extra room at the back for some family photos and greeting cards and things like that. So I picked out from my stash of tea dye papers. These I like because they have blue in them. So it's tea dyed, but what it was is some cheap graph paper from Walmart. See if I can find an example. And the blue ink used to make the graph lines on the printed paper dissolved in the tea and left these blue modeling look on it. So I'm going to pick some of those. Those are pretty. And it has the graph paper has these plastic reinforcers on them. So I can either cut that off or I can rip it off like that. And you can barely see the lines from the graph paper on there. Probably can't see it on the camera. I have a couple of tea-dyed doilies. This is a green, or was it blue? I think it's kind of a blue printer paper that I tea-dyed with a doily on top that gave it a sort of embossed look on it. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's going to be hard to see. Here's a piece of sheet music that I tea-dyed, that I actually eco-dyed. You can see a little bit of leaves in there and some blue from some flowers. I don't quite remember what flowers I used in that one, but I'm trying to go with some blues and greens for this book. And here's an eco print. I won't use all of these. I'm just going to pick out a few. And then this one, I don't even remember how I did this, but it looks a little bit like ice, I think. I'm not sure what I did. This was a couple years ago at least. Then I printed out some more pages from, I have 2 different kits here. I can't remember which one is which because they're so similar. But one is from Irresistible Prints and one is from Calico Collage. So I printed them out. I finally figured out how to do borderless printing on my printer. And so I really like these winter ones. I used some of these in my last journal. These are on 20-pound paper. Let's see. These two must go together. These are on 20-pound paper, and these two are on 28-pound paper. And I might use those for the dividers for the cover of each signature. And then I also have some December daily markers. These are from the Junk Journal Studio, 1 through 29 on here. She also has some other sizes that go up to 30. And so these aren't the actual sizes. I printed them out smaller. These were quite large. I like to print them out a little bit smaller, and I printed these out on 28-pound paper. And then these are from Vintage Studio 717. I used hers in my last 2 December dailies, so I'm not sure I'll use them. I might just intersperse them now and then with these so that they're not, so that I'm not using all exactly the same ones. But I don't know. We'll see when it comes to it. So I will start picking out my papers. I'll put these aside for now, and folding them and making them into a signature. Okay, I think I have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to use one as the intro. That, and then one is the center. So that will be the intro, that will be the center, and then because I have to be matchy-matchy, I have to do them similar. So this one and this one. Then this one and this one. Let's put this little doily in, and let's put the music in. Make sure that's right side up. By the way, I have a note on here that this is red dianthus, and look at how blue the dye came out. That's pretty. Red dianthus. And this one, did I make a note? I didn't make a note on this one. I'm not sure what it was. Okay, now I don't have another one of those. So let's see. Put in one of those. And then one of these. And one of these. All right. And then our center. Now I want to trim some of these so they don't stick out so far. So I'll just start doing this and then trimming a little bit off. There, close enough for government work. So I'm going to do this a little differently this time. I'm going to staple it. So first I'm going to make sure my papers are lined up the way I want them. So it's hard to see because the spine is black, but it's 1/4 inch, and I'm just going to use this little ruler mark that's on here, the edge of that, so it goes in just a little bit from the cover, and that's where I'm going to want it. sure it's in there tight. Goodness, can't get hold of this thing. Here I have a long reach stapler. And so now what I need to do is I need to staple it from the outside in, and I need to know exactly where I'm going. So first of all, I'll check my short pages. Short pages. So I'm going to put a little pinhole in there so I can line everything up. And I've made a little mark on my stapler right where the staple comes out so I can line it up. And this isn't lined up the way I want it lined up. What do I do with my pin? Okay. Want it lined up right there. Alright, so I'm going to put that where that mark is. Here we go. I've done small books this way, but the first time I've done a book this size this way. There. All right. Now, another thing I want to do is hammer that down flat. This is going to be a full little book. All right, so for my next signature, I think I'll just mark this one. Okay, there's our book, a stapled book. Needs a little bit of convincing. Okay, there's my junk journal December daily, and I have some more work to do on it, and that'll be fun. I need to make a closure for it. I think I want to round these corners off just a little bit. So I have this small corner rounder. There, I like that. So we have our first page, our pocket. Plenty of pages to write on, add photos. This one came out a little bit crooked. I could trim that with my scissors. I also like to do little gratitude cards at the same time, little tags I'll show you on my current journal. I have videos on how I made this one also. By the way, this this image here is a color pencil painting by my cousin. So that has special place. So I made these little pockets, and then each day I wrote something that I was grateful for. And I put that in the little pocket. So that's another thing that you can do with a December daily. It bulks it up, that's for sure. It makes it pretty bulky. You can stick in little pictures. Stick in some pictures here. And some Christmas cards. So I'm looking forward to starting that one in December. The second half of that one. That's 22, 23. And then a whole year from now I can start this one. This will be 24 and 25. This way I don't have quite so much on my shelf to have 2 years in one journal. I'll show you what else I have. These are the papers left over from the pack. And I took some and I made this smaller journal cover. So this has, these will be glued in as pockets, and then I will cut down some, probably some lined paper or maybe some graph paper. But I thought I would make a little smaller one and maybe give it as a gift. Thought that was cute. This is cut out from one of the 12 by 12s, and then this is one of the 12 by 12s. So I have that, and then I put all the pieces from the kit in here that I showed at the beginning. So I've got the washi tapes, and I've got all the little bits and pieces here, and the 6x6 paper, and then all the tags I cut up all the cut aparts from the tablet from the 12 by 12, and I have those all ready to use to work on when I'm working in my December daily. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. And I can make up some small notebooks, like some quarter-size notebooks, and give those as Christmas gifts too. Thanks for watching, and have fun crafting. Bye-bye.